Hi, beautiful soul. If you are new to this channel, I'm Aggie from Reach Your Soul, and I can support you to find your way on this incredible journey. If you have ever met someone who changed your entire life in just one moment, and whose absence shook you to the core, then you might have met your twin flame. Today, I want to take you on a very special journey, a deep and spiritual one, the twin flame path. This path is not like any regular love story. It's full of soul lessons, intense emotions, painful separations, and beautiful reunions. It's a journey of inner growth, healing, and awakening. Today, we will walk through the 7 most important stages of this sacred connection, through the eyes of a woman named Nora, who unexpectedly found herself on this life-changing path. So take a deep breath and let's begin this soulful journey together. Stage 1, the longing, a call from the soul. Before twin flames even meet, there is often a deep inner longing, like something is missing, but you can't quite put your finger on it. It feels like there must be something more to life. You might feel restless, unsatisfied, and somehow like your soul is searching for someone it hasn't met yet, but already knows. For years, Nora felt like something was not right. She had a stable marriage, loving children, and a secure job. On the outside, everything looked fine, but inside, she felt an emptiness she couldn't explain. She craved deeper connections, conversations, emotional connections, and was drawn to spirituality, something her husband didn't understand. She knew something or someone was still missing. Stage 2, the first encounter, meeting the familiar stranger. And then it happens. One magical moment, one deep gaze, and suddenly everything changes. Meeting your twin flame feels like coming home. It's instant, intense, and electric. You feel like you have known them forever, even if you just met. Time seems to stop. The connection is undeniable. At an international conference, Nora met a foreign manager. When their eyes met, something shifted inside her. She felt a warm wave of recognition, a deep knowing. Their short conversations were full of inspiration and soul-level connection. She had never felt so alive, and she didn't want it to end. Stage 3, the illusion of unity, a taste of paradise. After the first meeting, many twin flames enter a blissful phase. Everything feels perfect, as if the universe has finally brought them together. The missing piece is found. You feel aligned, joyful, and unstoppable. This is what you have been longing for your whole life. It's a preview of what true soul union feels like. Nora and the manager stayed in touch after the meetings. Their conversations went deeper and deeper. Despite the 18-year difference, she felt truly seen and accepted for who she was. It is heaven on earth, but this paradise didn't last long. Suddenly, he disappeared. No warning, no explanation, nothing. And Nora's heart shattered. Stage 4, the challenge, facing the inner shadows. This is where the real work begins. Old wounds, fears, and insecurities rise to the surface. The pain of separation forces both souls to confront their shadows. One becomes the runner, pulling away out of fear of confusion. The other becomes the chaser, trying to hold on, desperate for answers. It's heartbreaking, but it's also necessary, because this pain is here to awaken us. After her person left, Nora fell into a deep emotional crisis. She asked herself, why did he leave? Wasn't I enough? And her marriage felt even more suffocating. Nothing made sense anymore. She questioned everything, her worth, her path, her purpose. It felt like her whole life was falling apart. Stage 5, the separation, inner work and soul growth. This stage is painful but powerful. The feminine energy, the chaser, turns inward to heal. And the masculine energy, the runner, starts freeing himself from old patterns. It's a time of deep personal transformation on both sides. As Nora searched for answers, she stumbled upon the concept of twin flames. And suddenly everything made sense. The intense connection, the sudden disappearance, this soul-level pain. She realized she had to focus on herself, on her own healing, and slowly she began her inner journey. Stage 6, acceptance, the art of letting go. True union doesn't come from chasing or controlling. It comes from inner balance, from surrendering to the journey and trusting the divine timing. This is when true healing begins, when you no longer need the other person to feel whole. Nora started to live her soul's purpose, and her life began to change. She began working on herself, tried many different tools and techniques to grow and understand herself better. Instead of thinking about the connection all the time, she turned her focus inward. She worked on healing her own pain and feelings. Step by step, she began to rebuild herself inside. She started to feel stronger, calmer, and more like her true self. And she followed the flow of life. Everything began to fall into place. She was no longer just getting by. She was truly living and thriving. Stage 7, reunion, inner and outer union. When both twin flames have done the inner work, reunion becomes possible. Sometimes it's a romantic reconnection, but sometimes it's just a soul-deep understanding. But it always comes from a place of wholeness. 2 years later, Nora's person reached out again. But this time, Nora was different. She wasn't waiting for him to make her feel complete. She had become whole on her own. She had learned to trust her intuition, to follow her heart, to live in the present instead of being trapped by fear or regret. And she realized that true love starts within. And as she learned to return to the here and now, again and again, she found her balance. She learned to live from her soul. The twin flame journey isn't always easy, but it's full of the most powerful spiritual gifts. As you walk this path, you will discover your inner strength, your healing powers, and your divine essence. You will be able to support others too, because you have walked the fire and come out glowing. And the more you connect with your own soul, the closer you come to your twin flame. You learn to let go of the struggle and receive what is truly meant for you. Yes, this path shows you your shadows, but it also lights up your soul. And here is something important to remember. During your twin flame journey, you change. You transform in ways you never thought possible. Nothing can remain that doesn't belong to your authentic self. Old beliefs, masks, roles, even relationships that were built on fear or conditioning, they slowly fall away. If you learn to trust your intuition, you will always know when it's time to move forward with something and when it's time to let go of the societal concepts that once shaped your life and identity. This journey is not just about love, it's about rebirth, a deep soul-level transformation. It's painful, yes, but it's like being reborn into your true self right here, right now, in your body, in this lifetime. It's a reincarnation without dying, a sacred awakening. And on the other side of this transformation, there is freedom, there is peace, and there is unshakable inner love. So take your time, always be gentle with yourself, and trust that everything you are going through is guiding you home to you. And if you feel called to walk your own path and would like to support on the way, you can reach out to me. You are not alone. If this video touched your soul, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe for more soulful content. If you'd like, you can even comment below to share where you are on your twin flame journey. You are never alone. Let's support each other. Trust your intuition. It guides you home.